Okay, so I saw this on Twitter. It says, who has the best discography? So here's everyone. We got Mariah, Madonna, Janet, and Beyonce. So I'm going to get my pick and rank them all. So I think Mariah has the best discography out of the four. You guys know that Mariah is my favorite artist of all time. And I talk about her a lot. But, you know, just kind of trying to get through it really quick. Butterfly, amazing. Songwriting-wise, what she did on there. The vocal layering on stuff like Butterfly, the song. There's a lot of incredible stuff on there. 4th of July, Breakdown, The Roof is a Fan favorite. And Outside was incredible as well. So a lot of great songs in there. Personal album for her. Love, love, love Butterfly, her best. Daydream, fabulous. Underneath the Stars, my favorite Mariah Carey song. There's also some other great highlights in Melt Away, which is a fan favorite, Long Ago, etc. It also has Fantasy, Always Be My Baby, and some other hits for her as well. Debut, fantastic. Okay, very fond of her debut. I was just talking about it in a video you'll see before this, but Vision of Love, best debut single ever. Love Takes Time is my favorite on the album. Underrated stuff like On Your Mind, Alone in Love, etc. Christmas album, goated. All I Want for Christmas Is You, best Christmas song of all time. But we also have Miss You Most at Christmas Time, and then I really enjoyed stuff like Jesus Born on This Day, for example, Jesus Oh Wonder for a Child, Oh Holy Night. And if we're kind of getting into, Rainbow's a great album. You guys know I love Rainbow. Heartbreaker, I love Heartbreaker, of course. Bliss was great. Ex-Girlfriend should have been a single. I always say that. Heartbreaker remix on here. Her version of Against All Odds is really good. Can't take that away. Like, it was a really good album. Crybaby. 2000s bag, Emancipation Mimi, it's a classic, you know. And, you know, Charm Bracelet's a fan favorite too, so you can't leave that out. The One should have been the lead single, I'll Die on That Hill. But yeah, I mean, Caution was a great later career album. 8th Grade, what that song did for me, Giving Me Life, Top 5 America Hair of all time. Yeah, basically she has no bad albums in my opinion. Okay, and I was trying to speed run it through and I almost talked about Mariah for 2 minutes, but no bad albums, great vocal arrangements, great songwriting, and I just really enjoy her music and how she was kind of able to adapt to the times. That's what I love about Mariah. So she's number one. At number two, I'd have to give it to Beyonce. Okay, so I mean, I like Beyonce's debut. I like it. Yes, is my favorite song on that album. And B-Day, what B-Day did for me, Kitty Cat, probably my favorite Beyonce song. You also had stuff like Green Light, which was incredible. Sugar Mama was a great song on this album. I'm Still So Fierce, her worst album. You know, we know that. We can get out of the way. But it has great stuff. I love Halo. I don't care what anyone says. Hello is a great song. Disappear is underrated. It also had Single Ladies and Diva. She said, take it to another level, no passengers on my plane. Okay, so we have to talk about that. And then I like it. I think that she's just made better albums since then, but School and Life was a great song. Love on Top, Party with Andre 3000. It's a gem. Self-Titled, I'm not as fond of Self-Titled as a lot of other people. I respect what it's done culturally and everything. There's just albums I like more, but Blow, Jealous are still career highlights. And Lemonade was a great album. Daddy Lessons, y'all hate on Sandcastles a lot. I love Sandcastles. People go up for Love Drought, which I enjoyed. 6 Inch, a lot of highlights there. And then I believe The Gift was after that. I don't really count The Gift as part of her discography. I really don't. She's not on every single song. You know, that's kind of how I'm judging it, to be honest with you. And Renaissance, Cultural Reset, when you had Alien Superstar, Virgo's Rue, Plastic Off the Sofa, I'm That Girl, America Has a Problem, etc. Great album. Y'all hate on Cowboy Carter, but Bodyguard is one of my favorite Beyonce songs. Top 5 Beyonce of all time. And so we have to give some respect for what she was able to do with Bodyguard. At least I will be doing so. American Requiem, Too Much Wanted with Miley Cyrus, Yaya, etc. So I think Beyonce has no bad albums. Okay, I think she has no bad albums. So I'd put Beyonce number 2. Number 3, I would give it to Janet Jackson. And so, yeah, Janet Jackson has some great albums, but she has some low lows. Okay, that's what she's at number 3. Whenever we're looking at stuff like 20YO, which it's not good. Okay, Enjoy is the main song I go to, but 20YO wasn't good, and the first 2 are chops. Okay, so that's kind of why I put her at number 3 and everything. So that was that. You guys know why she's on timeout. And so some of her best albums, Velvet Rope, classic. You was great. I love Special. I Get Lonely, one of the best R&B songs to date, in my opinion. And Got Till It's Gone was a great record on here. I like Free Zone. People don't care for Free Zone for some reason. I just learned this the past year or two, but I love Free Zone. I do. So yeah, Velvet Rope, very personal effort. So I liked Velvet Rope. All For You, the album, was great as well. All For You, the song, doesn't really matter. Always say those are like top 5 Janet songs. You know, doesn't really matter. I'm fond fond of it. I'm really fond of it. That bridge, it was excellent. And then she had stuff like Truth on that album, Son of a Gun, that was a really great song. Shine Love is really much a favorite for me, so have to give some love there. Rhythm Nation, that's obviously a classic. Rhythm Nation, the song was great. Come Back to Me is probably my favorite Janet Jackson song all time, so beautiful song, beautiful song. Escapade was a lot of fun to listen to as well. The Knowledge was a great song. 7 top 5 singles. I mean, just a lot of hits. It's a great album. Other stuff that I really enjoy from Janet, Demita Jo. You guys don't give Demita Jo enough love, but better than Self-Titled, but y'all don't want to have that conversation. But yes, some of my favorites on Demita Jo: Sexhibition, All Night, Thinking About My Ex is my favorite song, and people be hating on me for it, but I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I love that song. I really do. I Want You was a great R&B song, and that album deserved more, but because of that Super Bowl backlash, which was blown out of proportion, she didn't get the love that she deserved for the album, but that was a great piece. Obviously, Control, Pleasure Principle, What Have You Done For Me Lately? Control, the song, was excellent as well. It was a good album. It was a really good album. So I think those are probably some of my favorites. Unbreakable, the album, y'all don't give that one enough love, but you know, you should talk about it a little bit more, because Unbreakable, the song, that was healing for me, okay? Burning Up with Missy Elliott, Broken Hearts Heal. Yeah, she made great songs in the album. Okay, she made great songs in the album. So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of going over most of my favorite Janet albums. I'm not really that big on the Janet album. Maybe it's growing. Maybe I have to listen to it again, but I feel like you guys overrated, but I don't even want to get into that today. And so yeah, those are some of Janet's best works in my opinion. Now, Madonna, I have yet to listen to a whole lot of Madonna albums, so that's why I had to rank her at number 4 by default. So I have listened to Ray of Light. I did not like Ray of Light, honestly, and I said Madonna can't sing for shit. Listening to the title track, I wasn't fond of it. I think I saved 2 or 3 songs. I couldn't tell you what those songs are. And so yeah, I might go and listen to some of her classics, like a Prayer, for example. People talk about the album all the time. People are fond of Bedtime Stories, so I might go and listen to some albums that are highly regarded by Madonna. She tends not to be for me vocally. I just think she can't sing. And I feel like that's going to be really hard for me to overcome listening to it and everything. I don't think she's my cup of tea. I'm willing to go and listen to some of her other albums and see what it's giving. I don't know, but I'd have to rank her 4th by default because I'm not really that familiar with her discography. So overall, I'm gonna have Mariah at number 1, Beyonce number 2, Janet at number 3, and Madonna number 4. Let me know what you guys think. Who has the best discography? What are your favorite albums? How do you rank these artists? And we can talk about that down below in the comments.